Reportedly, the Chicago Bulls are looking into George Niang once free agency starts. Y'all know I'm gonna talk about it, but you know you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, holding it down on another episode for the third time today for me and my co-host C Dub. If you like what I'm listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and shake that notification bell so every time we drop, you be one of the first ones to know. Now, the Bulls are reportedly showing some interest into George Niang. Before I get into that, I would like to add that it come to find out that Andre Drummond will pick up his player option and he will return to the Chicago Bulls. It was expected that he might be out the door. He might be up out of there, but he is here to stay for at least for this year coming up. So now we talk about George Niang. We know the last few years he has been with the Philadelphia 76ers and given the Chicago Bulls hell every time we go ahead and play the Philadelphia 76ers. I believe at one time the 76ers, when Joel Embiid was in the starting lineup, beat us like 11 times straight. It was crazy, like 11 or 12 times straight. I know somebody gonna correct me in the comments below, so go ahead and let me know the exact number. I can't think of it right now, but I just know that the Philadelphia 76ers with Joel Embiid in the lineup has been giving the Chicago Bulls problems. But George Niang, I think, is a good person to try to acquire in free agency. This guy is 6'7", 230 pounds, and a three-point shooter that will add size and will be a three-point specialist that the Chicago Bulls need. This guy, man, this guy is a career 40% three-point shooter. 40% three-point shooter, and last season he averaged 8 points, give you 40% from the three and 44% from the field. So shout out to him, because, man, to shoot 40% in today's NBA means that you are one of the great shooters around the association. So, and then that's as a whole. But, man, for the past few years, he's been given since he's into the league, he has given the Chicago Bulls problems. We'll just look at the last few games that he played some extended minutes with against the Chicago Bulls, excuse me. So the last game, 37%. Then the game before that, 0%. But in the last 4 games, he gave you 57% from three, then 75 in another game, 57% from three again, and then 50% again in the last, between February of 2022 all the way down to January 6th of this year. He has been causing problems for this organization, and to have him come in and now be a part of the problem and solve some problems instead of giving us the problems will be definitely needed for a team that needs to increase their three-point shooting. Definitely will be an added addition for sure. He comes in at 6'7" and 230, so he will bring some size and shooting, what the Chicago Bulls desperately need right now. Again, we've been saying it, and I've been saying it all day. It looks like the core is here to stay, so they need to go ahead and continue to fill out this roster in a way that these guys can compete to a higher level than what we have seen in the last 2 years. One thing that I think that George Niang adds that is definitely a necessity is his feistiness. They need that aggressiveness. Every time he's on the court, he's being a problem. He's being that little fly on the wall or in your window between the blinds that you can't swat for some reason, because every time you try to get in between the blinds, the fly get up out of there and then come right back. So, man, I think he'll be a great addition to the team. I think with the three-point shooting, along with him along with Zach LaVine, along with Kobe White, Patrick Williams, and hopefully Ayodo Sumu gets his mental down pat, that'll be a much improved 3-point shooting team. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget about Nick Vooch, and DeMar DeRozan is reportedly working on his 3-point shot. So that'll just add on to what we need right now. Is it the final? Hopefully it's not the only thing that we see. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But it will be good. Now we talk about money. What is his market like? I think that this guy will command some money. The Bulls reportedly have received the green light to go into the luxury tax. So we'll see how the front office operates when it comes in and getting players. And they also will have an opportunity to show us how serious they are. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy is a vet, has been in the league for over 5 years with 3 different organizations. The Chicago Bulls will be his fourth. He knows winning with his last 2 years with the Philadelphia 76ers, though that not translated to Eastern Conference Finals appearances. He has been present in playoff basketball, so he can provide some type of leadership to the young guys who we expect to continuously grow within this organization. So I would love to see George Niang added to this team just because of the feistiness, his 3-point shooting, his size, and I think he definitely will have a spot on this team if somehow, some way, these guys can go ahead and figure it out. But it's definitely coming down to how serious is the front office about improving his team, and is Jerry Reinsdorf really, really serious about spending this money? Because we know in the past, he ain't been about that money, as T.I. once said. So hopefully this guy will put his money where his mouth is, walk the walk and talk the talk, and show us that he's really, really serious about improving his team. So we want to see it. We know free agency is coming around, is among us. It's upon us. It's starting tomorrow to where these guys can go ahead and negotiate and agree to terms, and hopefully we'll see. Hopefully it's a good free agency start for the Chicago Bulls. Will there be any names that we haven't even talked about yet? We don't know, but right now it has been reported by Daniel Greenberg that the Chicago Bulls are showing interest in George Niang, and they also have shown interest in Dante DiVincenzo as well. So we just got to wait to see what happens. We just got to hope to see that the front office builds something, whether that's Niang or going to get another shooter like Seth Curry, who can shoot but does not provide that size. So if you compare the two, I do like Seth a little bit more. But man, if you get George Niang with a little bit more feistiness, definitely more size, and definitely the same shooting capabilities, for me, he will be the better option to find a 3-point specialist that you can add on this team and spread the floor and let these guys go to work and put points on the board and balls in the basket. That's a pause moment, but it is what it is. We're going to take it how it is, and we're going to go and keep it pushing. So that's it for me today on another update. Hopefully, I won't have to come back again. But if I do come back, if I do hear something else, I will be here. And if it's later in the day, you definitely will get the reactions from me and C-Dub. So there it is. Hit the comment box below. Let me know how you think George Niang fits in with the Chicago Bulls. Do you think the Chicago Bulls are really about their money right now? Go ahead and let me know in the comment box below. And then on your way out, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and hit that notification bell as well. If you want to sound off on any of these videos that we have done, call in or send a text message to that number, 773-242-9219. And of course, see Red, baby. It's another episode of Shy Boys Podcast with Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.
Cognac. Gang.